Hey guys, here playing as the Brewery, and this is our kill deck of Bioethics. No museums, we're just gonna play the 49 card list. And up against a Whizzard, gonna be interesting, so he can trash all our stuff if we let him. So we're gonna have to probably ice HQ, put something in there, because I don't want to lose any of these cards in my HQ right now. We'll see what he has for his opener. If it's a traditional Wildside chronotype, we're probably in bad shape. Dirty Laundry, okay. Not too common to see that. Does get an early trash of Mamba Temple. Oh well. Could be worse, really just as long as our Jacksons don't get trashed. I don't mind much else getting blown up. There goes the Jackson. Alright, that happened. This guy is going to be very aggressive. Like if he hits a snare now, he's in rough shape. He'll have a tag. I don't think I would make this run. That's Wildside though, so that's good for him. Hokusai Bioethics. Yeah, we could start this, and if we can get the... I think I'd rather have Sensi first, actually, so I can have more emotes. He's loving the R&D. Some people just don't want to play your remote game, and they'll just hit R&D all day, which can work out or not, depending on the specific scenario. I mean, there's 3 Fetal and 3 Snare in there, so there's like a 1 in 6 for a bad thing to happen to him. So we get to run Sensi for a turn, which is quite nice. What card do we want right now? I would say we probably don't want the Philotic yet. It'll come back around to us. Get another agenda, unfortunately. So we can't ice our Sensi, because then it won't work. We can play out some other remotes. I think we'll do that. Remote. And actually we'll do another remote. If he's the kind to just run R&D in this situation too, then this false lead is very safe in the board. No, he's going to come for this. All right, well, he can pay to trash both, but it's going to cost him. Hit the levy. Okay. So it's one of those times where you'd really rather have Chronos Project. There's times when this gives you the kill because they can't run safely anymore, and other times when just getting rid of the levy early on would be a win. Is he going to lead the Hokusai? That seems pretty wrong, but okay. He lucks into the Bioethics. Had he hit the Psychic Field here, he would lose instantly, so I don't think that's a good play either. So you gotta recognize when you're dealing with somebody that's not gonna play safe, because they won't do like traditional safe player plays. They will just run and last click and say whatever. So you kind of have to adjust how you play against that. Portfolio seems good. So I'm actually gonna ice my false lead, because I don't want him to just take it running on last click, etc. 2 portfolios, so if we can draw a little more, we can get a pretty good amount of money off of that, but our bank is not the main issue in this game anyway. It's keeping enough remotes on the board and not getting our R&D dug too deeply. Yeah, I'll let him in. He's a 1 in 5 with his food, but I don't want to pay 9 right now. Sucker won't do a ton against this Lotus. Sealed Vault. Shouldn't actually need that this game. I'm just going to score out our false lead, and we'll pitch it. Could have put it down from that remote, but it would have delayed the score of the false lead for a turn, and then maybe he would have come after this with a Faust or something. So we'll have this, and we'll need to hope he slows down enough at critical moments to let us forfeit it. We may have to ask him to rewind. People don't respect this card at all. Quite good access for him so far. Hitting Jackson, hitting the Temple was decent. Another last click run. Just seems like a bad idea. He could lose his Wildside very easily if he hits a snare. But he's got good accesses. Sees the Fetal and can't access, or he can't steal it because he has no money. Oh, that makes that run even worse for him. Well, hello, Fetal. So we can put our grid or our temple on top of here. I mean, probably a good idea so we can at least get some of our ice rezzed. We'll tuck that in server 4, see if he really wants to come after it. Okay, we'll set up another Hokusai Sensi combo. Make him come kill this one also, or we can bottom our food. And then we'll have bottom 2 agendas. So yeah, he just loves the R&D. He won't do anything else. Finally a snare. We're going to punish this sort of play. 1 click left, so we can't false lead him. It's only if able, right? So he's just going to come in last click. Not care. Another snare here ends him. The Fetal ends him. Fortunately, no main bioethics on the board. We do get to run our temple. Yeah, we'll just bring this up so we can res our Hokusai for free. Okay, that's decent. We'll be able to remote. Pavilion's going to be good for us. Portfolio, and we can just cover R&D before he gets any more lucky. So we'll res this right away, I guess. Now he can't draw past what he has. So Wildside will take care of it. So he has to come kill this as soon as possible. Everything else kind of slides down the priority list. Gonna let it sit for a turn. Okay. So Sensi runs again, and we'll get our bioethics. That's nice. Another Kamanu. Do we want to bottom the snare? I don't think he's gonna run the snare if we install it in a remote. He's just not gonna run. So we'll take bioethics here. Do we put Caprice on it? We could do that. We have a decent amount of money to try that kind of play. What is going on? This is the most aggro thing ever I've seen. Double medium against a kill deck. All right. We get to bring your Caprice up. Oh, we messed that up. Should have just res the Bioethics with this money and then res this on the next turn, but it's fine, I think. Sensi runs again, bottom of our agenda. Hits the David, that's nice. What can we put down? Well, I guess the question is, how would we lose this game now? We lose this game to like an R&D push that's really effective, so let's put a second ice in R&D. Can't ice our Bioethics. Is there any chance he would run a random server? I really don't know what he's going to do this turn. We'll just make a new remote and we'll money up. So we have plenty of money to play Psy on this Bioethics if we need to. He only has 3 clicks, so he can't do a ton against us. That's a dangerous game, isn't it? So we let him through, he's going to get... I think we let him into the Kamanu, huh? It's going to drain his hand out. I don't really want him to bounce on the Lotus. I want this to connect. Barring bad luck here, we should be able to beat him. This Faust is like not very good at all against our deck. I don't know if he'd bother installing this, but he had television and R&D. Like he could not think about going anywhere else but R&D. His I've had worse is going to be neutered by the Pavilion here. Oh, he had 2 of them. He was counting on them. Genetics Pavilion saves the day. Oh yeah, he's toast now. Unless he wins in this run. Oh, he got close. Oh, man. Oh, no, he died on the fetal. Right. It's on access. He takes 2 net damage first, so he just dead. Well, his play was very unsafe. Had he played safer, I think he would have had fewer points, and we still would have had a pretty good setup. Making him come deal with these Hokusai is kind of annoying for him. Running Sensi, yeah, Pavilion. Neutering the I've had worse. Like, I remember how I said this was the #1 priority for him to kill, and he didn't kill it. That's what happens. You end up just not being able to redraw your hand. Oof. So you could have maybe have iced this to another Kamanu. That would have been a good idea too. Maybe instead of this Pregnant Psychic Field, we could have put the Kamanu over the Pavilion.